From Transformers Earthspark, we have the Deluxe Megatron and the one-step changer Soundwave. So far, this is the only way to get a Soundwave, though there have been other Megatrons, a one-step changer that we reviewed already. I think he has one of the finger puppet Transformers. In any case, we're looking at these just because someone had requested for us to take a look at Megatron specifically, and I figured, hey, why not also take a look at a one-step changer I skipped over before. Taking a look at Megatron first, and there is a lot to like here in terms of the presence. I love the head sculpt. I think the overall silhouette is perfect. I love the massive shoulders. The hits of red are great. I do have issues with the panels on the arms. I think that does look a bit off, especially with the fusion cannon. Like, the fusion cannon is hanging off a panel, hanging off the arm. It's very clunky. Alongside that, the fusion cannon can't come off. You can see that it's pegged in. So, it'd be a little bit better if maybe I could take that off, because hey, Megatron does show up without the fusion cannon sometimes. But no, it's kind of stuck there. That said, the head sculpt is very solid. It's a lot more happy-go-lucky than most Megatrons, but at the same time, that's also this Megatron's character. In terms of articulation, you have a ball joint at the head, you have an up and down and a ball joint at the shoulder, you have an oh, no you don't actually. I thought you had an upper arm cut, but it's just side to side. You have a ball joint at the elbow though. You have nothing at the wrist, but you can move the fusion cannon up and down. Same thing with the other arm. Down here you have the armor panels that can get out of the way. They're on ball joints. The actual hips are also on ball joints. You have an upper leg cut, a very deep knee, and then you can go back and forth and side to side at the ankle. So many good points of articulation. About standard for Transformers in Earthspark, but all I'm saying is I remember a few years ago where this would have been a standout number of articulation points on a Transformer. If there's an issue with this Megatron, it really is his kibble. He has the propellers on his elbows, the panels are never going to look good. I kind of wish they'd be able to pop off maybe, but that's just not how they're designed. Alongside that, he is a short Megatron. Twitch towers above him, but to be fair, Twitch is a pretty tall Deluxe. But most Deluxes are also taller than Megatron. It's fine, again, if you don't really mind scale. Personally, I think scale is one of the least important factors of a Transformer, but it is strange to see a Megatron that is so squat. As for Soundwave, one-step changer, no articulation, and at the end of the day, I don't think they've captured the Earthspark design all that well. Earthspark Soundwave is one of my favorite looks the character has ever had, and it just isn't really shown all that well here. The only paint really is the yellow in the chest, a hit of red here and there, and then some silver. But at the very least, the silhouette is present. And I suppose if you want, you could kind of, like, make him go up and down here. Where's the button? There we go. Yay, we can make him dance. Does that count as articulation? Truth be told, the only thing you could even call articulation are the hinges here for the wings, but that's really just so he can stand up. So no real surprise here, the Deluxe is better than the one-step changer. But what about transformations? We're actually going to show Soundwave's transformation on screen because, hey, one-step changer. You hit the button here, boop, and there you go. You just have to straighten out the wings afterwards. And you have a flying wing. It looks solid enough. I mean, stealth bombers aren't exactly known for how colorful they are. You have hits of red here for the cockpit, and that's all you really need. Granted, you look below. Yeah, that's definitely just Soundwave doing a weird yoga pose. But, yeah, like, it's a very dynamic step. Like, I just want to show that again, because I think it is actually really cool. Like, standing up, and only just one button. That's so good. I know that I like one-step changers a lot more than some of my age probably should, but that's because, look, sometimes they're fun like that. He just jumps up and is the plane. So I made some discoveries today. 1. This Megatron's transformation is actually really clever. I'm very much impressed. It has a lot more flips than I would have expected, and it gives you this really nice, what is this, would this be a VTOL? That's not a VTOL, it's a propeller plane. Forget it, sure, it's a propeller plane. It looks really, really good. Here's the other thing, the gun does come out. Now, I checked, I had a weird bit of mold flash on it, and that was what was keeping it in place. But then when I was trying to transform him, it got to a point where the cannon had to come out. So I did the hot water trick, it came out. That was just my own stupidity. I've had this figure for a little bit, never transformed it, and thus I never realized the gun could come out. So that's one of my big issues with Megatron solved. In any case, let's actually look at this guy. What do we call it? Propeller plane, sure. Double blade helicopter, why not? I know Boeing, like Lockheed Martin and Boeing, they make stuff like this, but like I don't know what they're called. In any case, spins. Yay! I like how it spins. And then the overall shape of it, very cool. It definitely brings animated Megatron to mind, but I do like how this looks a lot more than animated Megatron. I think it would have been cool if you could have, like, twisted the propellers around, and that way it could be like it's landing, but the way it is now, this is what it looks like when it's actually, like, on the move. You can definitely see, like, there's the chest, there's the arms. They don't do much to actually hide the hands from view, unfortunately. But don't let that fool you. There was a lot of very smart decisions made for this transformation, and it's just another reason as to why I always praise these Earthspark Deluxes and the Rise of the Beast Deluxes. This new team of designers, the ones that's called the LA team, they have some good ideas in them. There's what Megatron looks like without his fusion cannon, and as expected, it is a much cleaner silhouette without it. As much as I like the design of the cannon, especially the cannon in Earthspark, it's too much, especially with the panels already on his arms. I would prefer the fusion cannon stay off. In any case, I really enjoyed both of these figures for different reasons. I hope we get something better for Soundwave, a Deluxe, or a Warrior class, but with Earthspark being prematurely cancelled, I just don't see it happening. At least we got this Megatron. And I'll sing it from the rooftops every chance I get. The Earthspark Deluxes, at least the Deluxes made for this line that weren't just Cyberverse retools and repaints, they are some amazing Transformers. They are obviously cheaper than Generations figures, both in terms of what you pay and what Hasbro is willing to pay. But they are clever, they have new and fresh ideas. I really enjoy them, and this Megatron, even if it's not my favorite Megatron ever made or anything, it's one of the more unique Megatrons, and one that I'm really fun to mess around with.